By the time this program's over, 60 people will have died. Find out why and find out how you can help. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Stevens Floor Covering Center on Highway 17 Bypass in Myrtle Beach. We're focused on the 13th Annual American Heart Ball. And we're visiting with the Senior Area Director of the American Heart Association, Tammy Eaves. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in early on a Monday morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
Great way to kick off the week. And, of course, just 48 hours, 2 days to go. We were exactly 3 weeks away from the 13th Annual Heart Ball. It's getting close, Tammy.
It's getting real close.
It is a lot going on right now. We still have big needs for volunteers. We still have some tickets left. I know the ticket sales have been brisk, but you want to encourage folks to call and call now.
Yes, we do. Please call our office at 626-3939 to purchase tickets. We still have some available. We could even arrange for tables to be everyone to sit together. If they have a group of folks that they'd like to come out and have a good time with that night at the Heart Ball, we can still do that.
That's great. There's the corporate table sponsorships that which are still available. That's a table of 10.
Right.
There's a lot of sponsorship opportunities that are still available, whether it's the bronze sponsor or the corporate table or silver or gold. There's still some tremendous benefits for someone who either works in an organization who could help put together a sponsorship, or someone who is an organization and can buy a sponsorship.
That's correct. And if a company would like to be a sponsor, they could need to call us now, let us know. We can get a commitment form faxed, and then we're going to need their ad page for the program book very soon. Right. We really are supposed to give those to the printer on February 1st. We can extend a few of those deadlines, but we have to have it pretty soon in order to have the program books printed at the event that evening. So if someone's thinking about being a sponsorship, please go ahead and call us today so we can go ahead and start the ball rolling and get the things that we need in order to promote their business.
Right. Monday the 29th, of course, it's a critical day, and you said this Thursday, the 1st, the ads need to be in for the program book. We need to be able to get, actually, you need them in surely within this week, but within the next couple of days, so we can get them in and get them in properly. And that's a tremendous bang for the buck. You know,
that's
the opportunity to be in there. There'll be almost 1,000 books in all the chairs. Folks get them when they come in. Is the bidder number there for the auction on the back of the books?
Yes, we actually pre-assign bidder numbers, so when someone arrives at the event that evening, they actually have a bidder number that's already placed on the back of their program, along with their seating arrangements. Everybody has an assigned seat, so the label that's for the bidder also tells them what table they would be sitting at and who they'd be sitting with. So it's actually very, very informative and helps us to stay organized, which is, we have a big auction, as you know.
Yeah.
And when we're doing all the auction items, it helps to do this in advance. So
right.
That's why we need guest list. And oftentimes, some of the sponsors may or may not know, up to the last minute who's going to be utilizing their tickets. But we want to be very organized when we get there. When you're having a party and you're having 1,000 people, and you're having 200 auction items, you have to have this stuff in the computer in advance so that everything can run smoothly that evening. So that's why we need all that information in advance.
There is a lot of stuff, and for the bang for the buck to be the biggest, you want to get in the program books. You want to get them to the printer as quick as possible. The ads in there, and of course, folks can get a quarter page, a third of a page, a half page, or a full page ad, or even 2 full pages if they were a presenting sponsor like Understanding Corporation. And of course, but there's so many great sponsorship levels, and I know it's a critical timing, but a lot of folks, even if they miss the deadline, Tammy, they still want to get a table and have all their folks sit together. The best way is to get a corporate table sponsorship, and they can lock that up until the end.
That's right. And the corporate table sponsorship, they get 10 seats at a table, and the tables are also arranged in the room by level of sponsorship.
Right.
So the presenting sponsor, of course, is going to have the best seat in the house, and then the emerald and gold sponsors would follow that, the silver sponsors the corporate tables and the bronze, and then open seating for people purchasing tickets.
Yeah.
So it's really a great opportunity to have your friends come out. A company could listen today and decide, I want to be a sponsor, bring some of their best customers to the event.
Oh, yeah.
This is a great networking opportunity, and lots of other business owners, doctors, and attorneys, and just a lot of people. And
the demographics are tremendous.
They are.
Tammy.
The demographics are. Yes, if this meets the marketing niche that they're looking for, this is the place they want to be on February 17th.
Mm-hmm. And right after Valentine's, of course, a lot of folks can buy tickets for them or their significant other, to be out there and really make it a special weekend right after Wednesday the 14th after Valentine's to lead up to the 17th, Saturday the 17th. It's so easy, and a great new venue this year, Tammy.
Yes, it's at Kingston Plantation. We're very excited about being there. We were there 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
We're back. They are very happy to have us. We have a wonderful menu. They gave us an awesome price so that we can, net the most amount of money. We're going to have more space than we've had in the past for the auction and for the pre-function area, which is the cocktail reception that we have in the beginning.
Right.
And a lot of folks, over the years, as we have grown, have wanted us to move to a place that was a little bit more roomier for mingling in the beginning and for the silent auction. So we're going to be in an area that actually accommodates that a lot better than what we've had. The Marriott was nice, but the room there, the Tidelands room, was, we really ran it over with auction items last year and sort of spilled over into the hallway, which took up some of our reception area.
Sure.
So we've got 2 large rooms that will accommodate the auction, as well as having a big pre-function area for folks to sort of mingle and talk and that kind of thing. The ballroom's probably about the same size, but I think there'll be a tremendous difference in the beginning with the silent auction. Folks will actually be able to walk around and look at the items.
Sure, absolutely.
Because,
so critical.
Yeah,
so
it
critical.
is.
And auction dollars are big that night, whether it's the live auction or, more importantly, the silent auction. All the items there are critical.
Yes, that's true. Our silent auction normally brings in about $100,000 that evening, and the live about $25,000. So altogether, our goal is $125,000 for live and silent auction.
Do you still have needs for auction
Yes,
items?
we
Tammy?
do. Yes, we do. We have some wonderful auction items, but we still have needs, and needs for big things. We have a jet ski and a trailer donated by Redline Power Sports,
Yes.
which is an awesome
It's
jet
gorgeous,
ski.
absolutely.
Valued at over $10,000. It's a Honda, and I think you did a show.
We did. We were there all last week. Yeah, had great guests.
Yeah.
Great guests.
Yeah, and we also have a golf cart, and that's going to go over well. I think
The club car is very popular.
Club car, and Ocean Lakes was very instrumental in helping us get that as well.
Yes.
We have several pieces of really nice jewelry from CCC Designs. Our Jordan Jewelers is also donating a piece of nice jewelry. And we've got just some unique paintings,
Yeah, great
original
art.
paintings, great art, lots of things that really are for those folks that may just be looking for something small to buy that evening. Maybe they forgot to get their spouse something for Valentine's. This is a great way to do that. Maybe they're looking for something for their child. I know oftentimes when the parents get dressed up and go out for the evening, the kids are sitting there crying and saying, I want to go, and so they feel like they need to bring them a treat home. So our kids' corner usually goes very, very well.
Yes.
We usually get twice the value on those items, and we have some real unique things in that. So,
Right.
So I think those will go very, very well. But if any viewers are out there listening and they have silent auction item, this is also a great way for businesses to donate
word out.
something.
Yeah.
It's tax deductible because it's a donation for the business. But also, if you got something unique and maybe the community doesn't know about it, you can get much more advertising and giving an item to the Heart Ball than running an ad in
Lots of places.
lots
That's
of places.
exactly right,
Yes.
yeah.
So I think that it would be a lot of great opportunities for people to really get the word out and let
Absolutely.
people know about their business.
Up to 1,000 people potentially there, or even more than. I mean, you just never know. Obviously, I know, as you said, bigger space than we've had in a long time, and we've had tremendous venues. We're so thankful to the Radisson, now Sheridan, 4 years ago, the 3 years of the Marriott, and of course Kingston Plantation for years before that. All the great groups that worked so hard to make sure the Heart Association can have a great event. But as you say, there's really some critical things there that folks can't find in stores, and to get in front of 1,000 folks, it's as good as buying an ad virtually anywhere.
Right, it is, it is. Yeah, we're very thankful to the community for supporting us with auction items. We've actually had a sort of an influx. They started coming in really slow, and we were a little concerned, but over the last week and a half to 2 weeks, we've really had an influx of auction items.
And that Shannon Camp, your auction chair this year is a machine. She's
Oh,
a powerhouse. We have been so blessed to have her, and of course Andy and Todd, the co-chairs, are working so hard this year to really make it a successful event. You know, Glenda McIntyre is going to be with us on Wednesday this week. It was funny thinking about, as I looked back to try to prep for her on Wednesday, she co-chaired it a few years ago with Beulah Butler and Evelyn Brandon, and then the next year with Jennifer Wilson and Elaine Thompson, and then the next year it was Kathleen Burrows and Patty Gresco.
Right.
And now you got 3 guys doing it this year, Tammy. It's a real, I mean, you got a big change over there.
Yeah.
But of course, the goal continues to get bigger and bigger every year.
It does, it does. And we're fortunate we've got our auction chair is Shannon Camp, who's got a lot of experience. Of course, all of our chairs have been involved for years, as you've been involved, and Todd was the auction chair for a couple of years.
That's right.
Before, actually 3 years before actually chairing the event. So all of that helps too.
Oh, yeah.
So we kind of have a progression going on the committee, and it always works best if folks get involved and help a few years before they actually
some
chair
newbies
it.
like Renee Minkin, who was with us at Beach First a couple of weeks ago, helped kick off a week, and she's been so tremendous as the sponsorship chair this year. She's got a great committee. Of course, a lot of that is making calls and sending out letters. And when you see names like Lance Thompson and Greg Hembry and Andy Gresco on letters, Shep Guyton and others who step out to make sure that their name's associated with a great event, then you've got to have someone corral it together. And Renee and her husband Scott have been tremendous, helping try to make sure that the sponsorships are successful. And I think you all are on track, hopefully, for hitting the sponsorship goal around $200,000.
Yeah, our goal is 210. I think we still have maybe about 25,000 more to go.
Wow.
So it would be nice if we could get one big one or a few small ones to make up that. So we do have sponsorships that range from $12.50, which is the bronze level, to $22.5, which is the presenting level. So if we get one more presenting, we'd almost be there.
Yes, yes. Tammy, who are some of the great sponsors this year? Let's say maybe focus on the gold and above, the $5,500 and above.
Well, our presenting sponsor, of course, is Understanding Corporation. We're very thankful for them. They're doing a great sponsorship. I think this is their first year breaking into their company.
Into the business, that's exactly right. It's a 3-year-old company, a Triangle-based technology company, but it's very exciting. Last Friday at Redline Power Sports, one of the co-founders, Larry Amick, was with us, and it was so exciting to hear him talk about how the company kicked off and their incredible software, the Text Master and Lit Master, Email Master, and Alignment Manager. And of course, a lot of folks can check out understandingcorp.com. They are a great presenting sponsor. Who are some of the other sponsors you've got?
The Myrtle Beach Herald.
Oh, I know those guys.
Yeah, you know those guys.
Let's get that in there, yeah.
And Redline Power Sports.
Right, yeah.
And then we have Grand Strand Regional Medical Center, Conway Medical Center, Georgetown Hospital System. So we have most of the hospitals at one of the larger levels. And then we have Dunes Investments, and Carolina First, and Century 21 Bowling and Associates.
Century 21 Bowling and Associates.